But today's topic is all about navigating adulthood and entrepreneurship. Adulthood simply means a level or a state of being fully responsible for oneself. So, in other words, this is like a phase in one life where you have to make decisions that will either have a positive impact or a negative impact in one's life. So, in the general term, once you're an adult, you're already seen as like you can be held responsible for any action, any decision, or whatever the case may be that you have happened to be involved with. Then we already know what the meaning of entrepreneurship is. I think I had that conversation with an introduction, but definitely I'm going to run it through again. So entrepreneurship simply means the state whereby you are in business to make profits. So definitely everybody that is in business is for one sole reason, to make money, to make profits, definitely to make money, definitely. That's the sole reason why I'm in business. So yes, the fact that I have passion for my business, the fact that I enjoy what I'm doing and for every other reason as well. But at the end of the day, the top reason is because I want to make money, to make ends meet. That's the reason why we work. That's the reason why we, be in business as well. So I'll be having a special guest today. Her name is Cassandra Ike. She's a CEO and she's also an expert in the insurance industry. So she'll be coming on and she'll also be sharing her ideas on this topic we're having today. She'll give us more insight into the conversation. So that's why I'm also trying to stay, at the surface so that I don't go too deep in it. So I'll be adding Cassandra right now so that we just go ahead and have our conversation, and I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy this one definitely because it's going to be a very interesting one, guys.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome, Cassandra.
Thank you. Good evening.
Hello, Cassandra. Good evening. How was your day?
That's great. How was yours?
So far, it's been today.
No. I am not. I had to
Nice.
work from today.
Perfect. So I don't have to rush to anything. We're going to sit here.
So good, I must say.
Wow, that's nice. It's been a while,
Yeah.
I'm really glad to have you on here. I really appreciate you accepting my request to come on live and share your experience, give me ideas and the rest. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be here.
So I'll give you the floor to introduce yourself, your business, and any other information we need to know, who we are speaking with and who is speaking to us rather.
All right. So my name is Cassandra Ike, like you have mentioned earlier. I am an insurer and also an entrepreneur. I work with Universal Insurance PLC as a unit manager. And also, like you mentioned, I'm a CEO of Cash Hostesses Agency. And, and as the name implies, we offer event ushering, hospitality and all of that. And also run a beauty store, Cash Hub Beauty, where we sell beauty supplies, hair supplies, hair tools, and all of that.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I think I'm more aware of the hostessing event because that's how we came.
Yeah, that was how we met. Exactly.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you. I'm seeing everybody's comments. I'm seeing everybody's commenting, Cassandra and all that. I'm sure Cassandra is welcome.
Yeah, my
fans are all over my man. I really appreciate your fans are all over here, and I really appreciate that. All right. So, earlier on, I was giving a brief introduction into the topic of conversation, which we're going to be talking about navigating adulthood and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So, from one point of view, too, I already stated that for me, I feel like adulthood is like a level of one being responsible for, a level of responsibility.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and let me know what you think that the word means to you as well.
Okay, just like you've said, adulthood, I think it's self-explanatory. And we as adults, we know what it means. We know what adulthood means because we go through that phase.
Yeah.
And it is not an easy phase. It's a very challenging one, especially when you have people you are, catering for, and you have businesses to run and all of that.
Yeah.
So it is quite, and it comes with a whole lot of responsibilities. You have to do a lot to make sure that the people that look up to you, they get what they see, that, oh, she's doing her best, and I have to use the track for them to follow through. So it's quite challenging. Sometimes it can be pleasant though, but I think it's 70-30, I must say.
Definitely. And I was going to add this because the explanation really gave it in depth already. So don't need for me to go. I'm just going to add the fact that I feel like adulthood is not only by age, It's
So
not, yeah, it's in some people like are being thrown into this stage of life at an early age as well. From an early age rather, you will have to be responsible for yourself, maybe your younger ones or people around you as well.
yeah,
So early
exactly.
adulthood is not only when you're 18
No,
years. You can start from
it's not. There are a whole lot of people that, they start taking care of their family
yeah,
way younger than even their siblings,
yeah.
especially first child. First child, they've started it right for people before they turned 18. So it's not, they know about
I'm
it.
last born, but I'm going to drag down.
They know about it. They've been facing it right from time. So it's not just about age. It comes with maturity.
Yeah.
The responsibility comes with maturity. So it's not about age.
Perfect. You've given it well explained and all that. So, guys, I hope you're enjoying the conversation. So, I'm going to run it through back to Cassandra and her business right now. So, what has been the journey so far for you as a business owner and also working in a firm in the industry? Sorry, in the insurance industry, rather.
It's I must say, it's not been easy. It's been challenging,
Yeah.
you know, because I have to shuttle between going to work and when I have events to cover and when I have deliveries to make and when I have orders to take.
Yeah.
It's all challenging. And you yourself, I used to run a logistic company, Cash Express Delivery. I used to run that, but I could not keep up, I must say. I could not keep up because it was so much on me. It was so much. So I had to decide which one should I focus more on. So going to work, we go to work Monday to Fridays, and sometimes I might have events during the week. I have to take
Yeah.
excuse that I have to be there, and there are some events that I would not just let my coordinator handle because they would want to see me. I would want to meet clients and meet people and want to talk about my business. It is easy when you are handling your stuffs yourself and when you have
Yeah.
someone handling it for you. They would pay more attention when you're handling it yourself, like when you're there
Yeah.
present. So it's not been easy. It's not been easy at all.
I think I can solely relate to that. Because even at my former place of work where you met me, I was actually in business, but I couldn't shuffle the business and work. I had to pause my business, pause everything I was doing for my own self, and focus on working as my present place of I was working as at that time. If I may ask, how long have you been in the insurance industry?
Over 3 years.
2 years.
3 years.
Oh, 3 years. Are you serious? So how long have your business been? How long have your business been on?
Okay. For my hostel agency, we are a year plus. And for my beauty store, we are over, I think I'm over 5 years on that. Yes, I think I'm over 5 years on that. It's been a roller coaster. It's not been smooth. Yeah, because the country we live in, it's not smooth. So we are trying to put one or two together. So I think that's it.
Definitely. As you turn into this conversation of it's not been easy and all that, it will bring me to my next question for us to have a conversation with. So, for you, what has been the experience so far? What has been the challenges? Like, what do you think is the most challenge you faced so far as a business owner and also having to work as well?
Okay. Okay, let me go into the insurance industry, for example. We have to meet people. As an insurer, I have to meet people because I will not insure myself. I would insure people. I have to meet them and speak to the. I started off as a marketer before I got promoted as a unit manager. While while I was a marketer, it was not easy. That's why so many people, when they hear the word marketing, they feel that they cannot start working up. And I quite understand that. You understand? I understand that, because it's really challenging. You meet somebody, they'll tell you no. You meet another person, they knows we're too much. But it's, as an entrepreneur or as a business person, you get to learn how to, accept those no's and turn them to something positive. Because if we focus on the negative, we would not grow. Yeah. So it's been challenging getting to get negative vibe from people, and trying to fix it, turn it into positivity. It has been challenging. And then part of my hostessing work is mostly online. Sometimes we send messages to some of these agencies and some of these event people, and we will not get a response for a very long time. You know how it is. So you feel somehow discouraged and think, oh, am I not doing the right thing? But I do not let that get to me. And sometimes it's been pleasant too, because you get businesses and you hit over 8 figures at once, and you would be like, wow. So it's not just bad. Like I said before, it's just, you just have to know how to place it. You just have to know how to balance it.
I think the word is consistent, being consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I told you this, but I started off as an event hostess.
Yeah.
Did I indicate?
That's so the day we met. You said so.
I started working as an event hostess for as far back as 2013. So I did that for a long time. I tell you, it's not even easy for me being an hostess. Then to talk about the fact that you're holding the position of coordinating,
yes,
different ladies, trying to get them to be in the right position, do the right thing, just trying to basically get them to do the right thing.
Ladies, they in the last hour, they will just tell you, oh, they cannot make it.
Disappointment.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, hostess, I think there was a phrase that was like hostess and disappointment, 5 and 6. But now at that point, I feel that's also a big challenge, because you're running your business, you've gotten this contract from your clients. Now you've brought your girls that's supposed to work for you. To them, they're not, it's not their business, they're just coming in to work. So
exactly,
drop job without giving an head notice. I feel like, oh well, it's not my business, I got another job, another pay, oh, I'm going there, forgetting the fact that this is someone else's business. This is where
they do not care, because they are not the one. They are not the one losing clients. They can get up anytime, work at any time. So they basically do not care.
On that note, I would like to say maybe there should be an association or event handler.
Have an association. Oh, we do have. Yes, we do. But most of us, we need these girls for our business to run. And you would not say, how many girls do you want to restrain from working? How many of them restrain? So we need them. But we just have to manage them. That's just the only thing we can do.
Yeah, because we need to manage. At the end of the day, that's managing the problem and the situation to get the best out of it. I believe that's what. Thank you for that with me and the viewers. So I also like to ask this other question. I hope it's not looking like an interview.
No. It's the conversation.
I also like to ask this question. As an adult, at what point in time did you feel like, okay, this is it now? I need to, start picking up things. I need to do something for myself. I don't need to wait on my mom or my dad. I don't need to wait for anybody. That's the point that you realize, oh, I'm now an adult.
That was when I was in school, and I had to take care of a whole lot of things by myself. When I started schooling, and okay, we need to buy this handout. I'll call my mom, I'll call my dad. They will send money. But at some point, they were like, no. You get, at some point they were like, no, you need to. No, they were giving me this vibe that you need to do something for yourself and all of that. And I have 3 younger siblings, so I know that, oh, these people too, they would go through what I'm going through now very soon. And Sometimes I'll see my mate doing things that I cannot do. Sometimes I'll see my mate doing things that I have not even thought of doing. I'm like, what am I doing? You understand? What am I doing? I need to. And I have always been someone that likes business. I've always had this entrepreneurship, my entrepreneurial mindset. So I started like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? That was when I knew that this is it. I have to pick up. I have to pick up from somewhere. I have to start now. So I just started.
So which of the business did you start first? Which
I
of them was it?
I started selling bags first. And that was when I learned a very big lesson because I did not have anybody to, advise me. I did not even tell anybody. My parents we were all at home one day, and I had like a carton of goods landed in my house. And my dad was like, we have an importer in the house. So the thing just landed. I'm like, wow. But I did not calculate. That was a very big lesson. I did not calculate. That's why whenever I want to start a business, we need to calculate. We need our feasibility and all of that. I did not calculate. I just brought out money, and I lent importation from a family friend, so I did it myself. I ordered the bags myself. I spoke to the supplier myself. I shipped it myself. But I didn't learn about shipping fee and all of that. So it was outrageous. You understand? I bought something of 60K and I used like 70K to ship it.
Just imagine.
So it was outrageous. Then he now said, oh, I didn't tell him that I wanted to go this far and all of that. I sold that. I lost. In fact, I lost the whole lot because I had to just sell them out, and I lost. That was
funny. Anyway,
collect up to the money I used to buy it. Not to talk of the shipping fee. I lost a lot, but that was a very big lesson, and I was glad. I was so happy that I went through that because it made me, an expert on it. So I don't see myself making such mistake. Like,
yeah. And I think that's what life is all about. Actually, I believe if someone else has told you, "Oh no, don't do this business,"
I would not even listen to the person.
Oh, me to make. But now that you experience it, you can see your mistakes yourself. You can correct it easily. It's like instead of someone else, this is from your own experience, not anybody's experience or whatsoever. Say. So I think for me, I've had a little bit of, I've had a little bit of risk taking share, or how do I put it? But I think most as because I was not, let's say I was not really a business person per se. I'm more of like a person that I can work for a firm or an organization. I can give in my ideas and more of like something like that. I believe maybe like an HR department or something like that.
Yeah.
But when the COVID thing struck, like that was when I realized how long
you should do business.
like, at that point was when I realized I've been seeing everybody start up something, doing all this, but I was like, no.
COVID time I too. That was when I got my first bike. That was during lockdown because a lot of people were trying to run deliveries here and there without doing it themselves. So I think the COVID period was a period where people came up with a lot of ideas, and so many people started a lot of things. So.
A lot. Graphic designing, logo. Everybody on my contact was doing something.
Yeah.
Everybody was into one business or the other. Even people that were working were into, but they had to like house and all that. So everybody doing something, and I feel like this experience is what building us where we are right now. Like it's giving us more insight on how to take risks, how to make other decisions for the business we are managing right now as well.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so I want to also ask this question. What has been your source of motivation?
My number one source of motivation, I think, is when I get credit alerts from clients. I'm like, wow, I am getting there. I mean, not everybody will say this, but it is one of my biggest motivation. I feel like I'm not wasting time. I am not wasting time. And when I see people I look up to encourage me and tell me that, oh, thumbs up, you're doing good, like it motivates me. And when I see people who do not know me just comment, like you motivated me when you came to my DM. I said, oh, I see how you're going up with your business and all of that. I would like you to come to my my life. I was motivated. I'm like, people really notice me. So all these things motivate me. It might be little, but I see them as a big deal.
Yeah.
And also when I see people asking me questions, asking me for advice that, oh, their businesses, this is what they want to hear from me, and I give them advice and it comes out well, I get motivated, like, oh, so I have this kind of influence, so I get motivated by these little things.
I believe why it needs that little part, like you're doing well.
Yes.
Don't left, don't right. Just keep looking forward. Like whatever you're doing well. Even me too. What I'm doing right now, I know like is these few motivations.
It's a lot of viewers coming here to watch this. Some of them, even if they leave at during the session, they've gotten one or two years. The
fact that people like you, like yourself, you accepted to come on live, because definitely you're going to ask other people, and some people have reservations and all that. So the fact that I asked and you accepted to come, it's giving me that motivation that keep doing it, keep asking, keep asking and all that.
It will pay off big at some point. You start going on live with big business people like MDs and CEOs and top personnel, so it's just consistency. That's all that matters.
Encourage you. But all right, so I would say for me, well, you already stated mostly all what the motivation is all about. It's about having this encouragement from anyone, whether your family, friends. Imagine a stranger you don't know from anywhere agreeing to give you their money, bring your, render your service that you're rendering from a stranger that you don't know from anywhere. It gives them motivation. Well, I don't know this person, but you can give me this amount for me. I'm going to go ahead and keep doing this business.
Of course, yes.
Definitely the one that tops the whole list is that boom, boom, boom.
Oh, the credit
it's like giving no vibe.
That's
no
motivation, especially when it comes from your skill, what you've learned, what you do. Yeah, especially when it comes from your hard work. Exactly. I mean, it's a very big motivation.
I'm doing something right, no matter what, even if it's once in a month.
Yeah.
And no matter because at the end of the day, that these other big companies or firm and the rest, they all started like small. Mostly they even started like just in a group or only the person somewhere, and then one opportunity or the other presented itself, and they had investors one thing or the other, and boom, they're there and all that. So at the end of the day, even Apple started from
small store.
So definitely we'll get there gradually with consistency and giving it all we have at the end of the day. I would also like to I missed saying this from the earlier conversation, when you stated about the country, the country is not really like helping us in a way, because even whether a male or as a young business owner, I believe in some other well-developed country or even other places as well, you can get the chance to have loan facility, the option for you to like register your business properly without having a lot of issue about that. You can also have the chance to like open your office or something, but not withstanding the fact that you need to be considered.
Yes, policies that are not even relevant, and even if you don't have all of these, you see some people will just barge in and want to embarrass you.
Exactly.
And they just, even when we are doing that logistic, they came up with one night post something that will have to pay like over 500,000 to. I mean, we are just small scale. We are just we are just
they were seizing by dispatch riders. They left Okadas and they started going to dispatch riders and the rest. All these things is the reason why some people would be, oh no, I'm not doing this anymore. No, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. Like so just go whatever activity they've been doing or go and employ and work for someone else. Because I believe that if the country gets better, definitely everybody would want to invest in one thing. Different ideas will be coming up, and one way or the other, everybody will still have a way to also add to the economy of the country as well. So I want to ask, you're also in the insurance field and in my real estate aspect. What is the advice you can give to me as a realtor that I can like give this suggestion to my clients, especially when they're asking about insurance and all that stuff?
Okay, insurance is very important because in the country we live in, a lot of people do not see the importance, but it is very important. Imagine paying a little amount of money and to for a cover, and then when an accident happens, you get like more than what you spent on that policy or whatever. You get like more than it because okay. We have different policies, but for you as a realtor, we have insurance that covers buildings, that cover lands, that cover, even against fire, even against theft and all of that. Yes. So if you a house owner, maybe you sold a house to someone, and you could tell the person that, oh, we have a cover that, for your household items. We have a cover for your house in case of fire or theft or flood and all of that, and you let them see that when you're not doing this because, or some people will just think that, oh, insurance, I don't need it because it has not happened to me before. Something it does not happen to somebody twice, or even if it does, would be it will take you by surprise. It's an accident, is an unforeseen occurrence,
Exactly.
and for it not to happen to you, you have to like secure it. So you have to take a cover for even people that you sell cars to or anything to. You can just tell them that, oh, you need an insurance for this thing, because in case of anything, I sold one policy for someone who had, it's just for 1,000 naira. It's personal accident insurance. He paid
Oh,
1,000, yes, and then like few months later he got into an accident, and for that 1,000 naira you get a medical expenses of 25,000 naira from my company.
I
So when he got this, yeah, so when he got this, all we need is your receipt of treatment to show that, yes, I really got into an accident. Because the kind of country we live in, so many people just want to go and forge a lot of things. So
yeah.
we need proof that you actually got into an accident. We need proof that you got treated, from which hospital. Then we'll make our findings, and 25,000 naira is a lot for just 1,000 naira payment.
I
Yes.
50,000. Somebody's paying half of it.
Yeah. So even for your cars and all of, imagine having an accident and you spent like 25K to repair something, and the company is giving you like 200 and something thousand naira for it because of what you did. So it's very important. We just need to make people have this mindset that insurance is important in this country.
I believe it's more of awareness, because I
Yeah.
know, yeah, I heard about insurance and the rest and all that, but I'll be like, well,
Even before I started working there, I have never done insurance. But when I started, I did a whole lot of cover because I got to see the value. I got to see the importance of it.
I think what you just said also like bring me to the fact that before I also ventured into real estate, I never really like, when people be like buy land, you don't like, I'll be
Yeah,
like, buy land in this Nigeria,
I'm
you like
telling you.
buy land, but now like on 100, I'm going to buy as much as I can, like as much as I can get, I'm going to buy as much as I can. I'm like, because
Yeah.
at the end
It's not something that depreciates. It's not something that
like
depreciates.
never depreciate, to definitely appreciate no matter what.
No matter where it's situated. No matter,
Exactly. Like, so I was like, no, no matter what, like, so basically, if you don't really like put your interest into a conversation or any idea that someone is trying to explain to you, you always be like, oh no.
yeah.
But when you sit back later and think about it, you start picking out the right point, and you realize that, oh, this
It's
person was really making
important.
a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so I wanted us to talk a little bit about just one or two conversations I've had earlier on the live stream. So
Okay.
the first conversation with my first guest was about being a young lady in business, and she explained how it has been for her so far, the way you've also explained. So I would just like to ask this question. So far as a young lady, what's like one or two or three key points, whichever, that you feel like this is really the challenge as far being a young lady in Nigeria, in business as a young lady, like this has been the points and the challenge.
The industry I work with, I'm like I said before, I meet a lot of people, and these are people of the opposite sex. And we know our brothers in this country. When they see a young girl doing well, they would want to like throw advances at her,
Yeah.
and they would want to what they have to like maybe see that, oh, I need to be with this person, I need to be with this person, I want to buy hair, I want to buy a car, I want to have a house, and this person is promising all of that. But most of these things are not real if we sit back and think about it, because we know what they want, and that is one of the challenges we face. I mean, when I started working in Universal Insurance, and I went to meet people, I went to Apapa and I went to meet people, and Apapa men, most of them, their eyes are when it comes to women, so I wanted to stop at the point because it was becoming too much. It was becoming too much. I see some people they'll just be proposing, okay, I should marry them. I'm like, this is how they used to marry. I'm like, some people will say, okay, I should come to their house, I should do this, I should do that. But I started learning from my senior colleagues that are female, that have been in it for a long time, and they're telling me that I have to just take these things and just turn them into something else. I do not have to reply harshly. I do not have to take it, put sentiment into it. I just have to, turn it to something else. So most of my clients now, I turn them to friends. You understand? So it's not all young ladies that can do this, but it's very challenging. It's very challenging. Turn them to your friends. Sometimes they can just call you, Cassandra, how are you? You forgotten me? I say, no, I not forget you. I've missed you, and all of that. They'll be like, I've missed you too. When are you coming around? And all of that. I come to their office, they'll offer me tea, they'll, want to buy me lunch, and it's fine, as long as I set boundaries for them and they know. And so at a point, I started telling them that, okay, if I started telling them that a lot of you are asking me out here. If I start accepting all of you, what will remain of me? When I tell them this, they'll be like, oh, that's true. It's only reasonable people that will reason along with me. Because I tell them that if I start accepting all your proposals, what will remain of me? I will not remain now. You will not see me looking this beautiful and walking into your office and, all of that. They were like, they saw sense into that. And the ones that would not want to see sense and would not want to visit with me, it's not a do or die affair. I must not work with you. I learned to even say no. I learned to even tell them no. Okay, if you don't want to do business, that is it. So I think as a young lady, that is one of the biggest challenges we face out there. And a lot of people want to take advantage of the fact that, oh, they are ladies, oh, they are girls, what do they know? They want to take advantage of the fact that they are the men, but as ladies, we do not want to do that. I learned from my boss that we should act like men when we go out to meet these people. When we want to shake them, we shake them like men. You do not shake and like start doing, you shake them like men. You have a strong grip and let them know that you're in for business. You understand? So you do not just act like, oh, hi, and all of that. You should put up a good smile, but you have to be as cautious, as any
as possible as well.
Yeah.
True. Like standing your ground, as you said, like the keyword, setting boundaries, standing your ground. When you do that, man, even sometimes I feel like it might be both ways. You might be, the business owner now approaching your client, and you'll be the one even making the advances to your client.
Yeah.
This off, like
I'm telling you, that's right.
This conversation I also had, separating business from pleasure.
That is another versatile conversation. That is another broad conversation. It has to do with a lot of things. It has to do with a lot of things. Separating business from pleasures, and it's not just ladies too. It has to do with everybody that is involved in business. It's not just ladies, because we have men too who do not know how to separate business. They want to go out with every ladies that come to them, and they don't get tired. So when you meet these people, you want to know how to handle them, because there are a whole lot out there.
They are, and like pleasure is, like as you said, a very versatile word. It's not even only about sexual activities.
It's not, so it's
but most times, when you add your business money with your personal money, before you know, you're mixing up your funds.
Yes, true. That's true.
Profit made for how your business has been running. You might not even be able to keep the business running on a long term anymore.
That's true.
It's like pleasure, as you said, it's very versatile and it's very wild. It's not just only about sexual activities, and as we also stated, it's not only about the females. Men too are also being harassed and all that stuff as well.
Yes.
Okay. But pages are living. So again. So you understand, like, so I feel like that conversation I'm still going to have it again, and I hope maybe if you are free as well, I can have you and someone else, and we can all.
Yes, I am much available.
Yeah.
Anytime, just let me go ahead.
Yeah. So thank you for that. So I want to, let's ramp
Wrap
up so like I can go ahead. So I want to just ask this. So I wrote this down. I want to just ask. So what would you give? Like, what's your advice to like the younger ladies that I know? Maybe are already in business. Maybe they're about to start a business. Maybe they're still thinking, do I want to do business? Do I want to do this? What's your advice?
Okay, like I tell people, especially my younger sisters, whatever you want to do, you have to have the passion for it. You don't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want to go and start selling bags. You don't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want to go and learn hair making. You have to have the drive. You have to have that passion for it. And then you have to be focused. You know, we have to learn how to feed our focus and starve our pleasure, distraction. We want to know how to, think out of the box. You don't, everybody's selling, everybody's buying. What else? What difference do you want to make? Everybody's doing this. What, because my friend is doing it, I want to do it. Because he's doing good in it, I want to do it. All these are the things that we need to put into place before we venture into a business, or while we're in a business, we need to think, oh, how do I expand my business? Am I stuck? How do I grow? I need to expand. I don't need to be stagnant. I need to grow. What do I need to do? You have to go online. You have to look at other people's businesses. You have to follow business page, entrepreneur page. You have to know, okay, what do I need to put in place for my business to grow? Now, those are the things that I did when I learned my first lesson. I said, no, I have to sit down and think. Even when I wanted to start up my hostessing agency, I sat and I thought about it. I'm like, I'm going into something big. I need to think. I need to focus. I have a passion for it because, like I told you when we met, I've been doing ushering even right from way back, but I thought about it. I'm like, I need to do this. So having the passion, focusing, and not letting anything distract you when you're starting up is something that I advise entrepreneurs or young startups now.
Thank you. And I also want to say that I really acknowledge your strong will and zealous. Because the truth is that I also had the idea of running no testing agency, but I was like, I don't think I can really handle this, like, because I don't want to be shouting, why would you do, like, a lot of people, like, it took that boldness for you to still feel like, no, even with all the risks, I'm still going to go ahead with this business, and I'm still going to take
Yes.
all the situations I'll be encountering. So thank you for that and being a strong young lady in business. Thank you for giving us other reasons to see that there's no business without venture on consumer shopping routine, insurance, and event hosting, your logistics, and also your beauty brand. Like, literally, I give it the accolades.
Thank you so much.
Entrepreneur already now, like, you're handling different sector of business, and you're also handling it very well. Because I see your page and I see your posts even on your WhatsApp catalog. I see everything, and I really felt that you are doing something that is really, really inspiring as well. Thank you for that.
So much.
So thank you for the advice. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for sharing this experience with me. And also, I would like for you to just give a summary of how you feel like with you being an adult, you've been able to, some people, even as we're running this business, they have other people that they're running the same business, but they also have supporters or sponsors, maybe from their family, friends, where like they have this external support from other people as well that have also give them that push. But for most of us, which is sincere, for most entrepreneurs, they don't have this extra hands to give them the push, give them the support that they need. Even if the business is not going well, someone else will like, take this, continue with it. We don't have that. We're like pushing it ourselves. So kindly give me a summary of how you've been able to navigate this adulthood with your business as well.
Okay, so first off, we have to put it in our mind that what we're about to do is not easy. When you've come to know that what I'm about to go into is not easy, then we'll know that there are lots of challenges we are going to face on the way. having that in our mind, I think it will set us up for anything that comes, and I think be open-minded. When you're open-minded, willing to accept a lot, even if it's discredit, even if it's encouragement, even reproof, and trolls and all of that. We want to be ready to have an open mind. We don't want to let anything to get to us personally. Don't want to take anything personal, because we know where we are going to. We know what we want to get from, and we want to also put it in our mind that people are watching us. No matter what, people are watching. Even if we fail, even if we pass through it, even when we get to the top, people are going to be watching with a whole lot of motive, both the ones that want our interest at heart, both the ones that are watching with ulterior motive. So when we put all these things in mind, I think it will prepare us for whatever is to come. Both adulthood and entrepreneurship, it's challenging. They all have challenges. But when we are open-minded and focused, okay, so like I was saying, we have to prepare ourselves for anything that is coming. A whole lot will come. A whole lot of ups and downs will come. But when we are prepared for it, I think, and there was one thing that distracted me one time when I got scammed at a point. I know what it felt like, I know if anybody went through that, they'll feel like, oh, what am I doing? Where am I going forward and all of that? But it's life. When life strikes, we don't want to sit down. We don't want to sit down. We just want to continue, whatever comes our way. We'll see a lot of people who feel pressured by our age mates that are doing way better than us on social media and everywhere, but we just want to focus because we know where we are going to, and we'll get there.
Thank you for this. Sincerely speaking, I've been really educated from your experiences, from all the conversations we've had today. I've picked one or two, most especially the fact that I need insurance. So I'm definitely going to contact that very soon on that, So I picked a lot of the fact that, setting boundaries with your clients, and whichever way it is, whether you're the client or you're the owner of the business, setting boundaries is very crucial situation we need to also learn how to handle, especially in those situations. So thank you so much for saying. Thank you so much for enlightening me and the viewers on this.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That I'm mixing out on. Kindly go ahead and drop it and let's hear this word of advice from you, because I feel like you have a lot.
Anyway, anytime I'm ready for anytime you just want me to come on your live, you could just reach out to me. And advice never finish, when it comes to business and when it comes to meeting clients and people, there are a whole lot of things we learn every day. My light is messing up. There are a whole lot of things we learn every day when we meet these people. You get, so every day we get different experience. Every day we meet people and we get different experiences. So anytime you want me to come up on your live video, I am available to talk about my daily experience.
Say thank you to Cassandra. We have a available guest speaker. Say thank you to Cassandra, guys. Drop a comment, say thank you, and kindly drop in your your page, your business page. Kindly drop it so that we can have people follow your page. I'm going to pin the comments as well. So guys, kindly show support to Cassandra. Follow her page, like, support, patronize her. She has a beauty line. She also does dispatch, has a logistic services as well, and most of all, she's running an event hostessing agency. And like I promise you guys, I've seen her page and I've seen the girls she brings in. She definitely is offering top-notch service in all our businesses, guys. So make sure you support Cassandra. Make sure you go follow her page, like, comment, share it to your family, friends, well-wishers, enemies, and the rest.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. And so I'll allow you go ahead and enjoy the rest of your day. And
have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Guys, say thank you to Cassandra before she leaves. Or say thank you so that next time she'll be able to drop more wisdom for us.
Bye.
All right then. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. OV signing out, and I'll see you next week.
Girl, you just own it.